Most people spend a significant portion of their lives believing, somewhere deep and unexamined, that who they are is already decided, that the version of themselves they've been carrying around, the one shaped by old mistakes, old rooms, old versions of people who hurt them or left them, or simply didn't know any better, is the finished product, that the mold was set somewhere back there and everything since has just been living inside it. But that is not a truth. That is just a story that got told so many times it started to feel like one. The past has a particular kind of gravity that it's impossible to see when you're young. It doesn't just sit behind you quietly. It pulls. It pulls on the way you walk into a room, on the way you flinch before anyone even raises their voice, on the way you shrink yourself down before anyone else gets the chance to do it for you. Every wound you ever absorbed without fully processing it, every version of yourself you had to abandon just to survive a season, every choice you made from fear instead of freedom, all of it accumulates weight. And after a while, you stop noticing you're carrying it because it has simply become the feeling of being you. And the cruel irony is that we often grip the very things that hurt us the hardest, not because we want to, but because they are familiar, and familiar feels safe even when it is slowly shrinking the size of your life. But here is what the past actually is. When you strip away the mythology you've built around it, it is a tool, not a sentence or a verdict, not the final word on who you are or what you're capable of becoming. Every hard thing you lived through, every version of yourself that didn't work out, every choice you made that you'd make differently now, none of that was wasted. All of it was sharpening you, filing down the rough edges, teaching you things about yourself that comfort never could have. You are not behind because of what you've been through. You are, in ways you may not fully see yet, further along because of it. The past may pull, but it does not steer, not unless you hand it the wheel. And the future is not some distant country you either earn or don't. It is not waiting for you to be ready, because ready is a feeling that arrives after the decision, not before. The future is already alive inside you, in the dreams you keep returning to even when you talk yourself out of them, in the quiet voice that keeps insisting there is more, in every version of yourself you've imagined being and then set aside for later, like something too good to touch. Later is not a real place. You know that. You've always known that. So the work, the real work, is not about becoming someone unrecognizable. It is not about outrunning who you were or pretending the hard parts didn't happen. It is about picking up everything you've been given, the wounds and the wisdom, the dreams you've protected and the ones you've almost let go of, the will that has carried you this far, even when you weren't sure it would, and building something deliberate with all of it, choosing consciously and daily which parts of yourself you're going to keep feeding and which ones you're going to stop letting run the show. Because who you are is not sealed. It has never been sealed. Every single day you are under construction, and that is not a problem to be solved. That is the whole point. The building is the life. The choosing is the living. You are not the person you were in your worst moment. You are not even the person you were last year. You are something that is still becoming, still reaching, still capable of surprising yourself in ways you haven't imagined yet. And the most powerful thing you will ever do is decide fully, finally, without waiting for permission, that the self still growing inside you is worth the effort of being built. Pick up the tools. You already have everything you need.